Hi everyone, this is Lindsay Gutierrez with Finding North, and today I wanted to demonstrate two cool new features that Evoto has that I really have been liking. So as you can see right down here, this is the raw image. This is one of the images that I generated. This is another, I was just kind of playing around, and then another. um, so I want to show you how I did that and we'll do it together. All right, so I recommend doing your skin retouching and that sort of thing first. And I want to show you the reflection and adding in the background. And there's two different ways that I have done this, and I'll let you guys decide which is your favorite. So I have a new preset collection called Bloom Theory by Finding North, and I am going to use white cherry bloom on this particular image. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just close this down. I'm going to go right into, well, there's two different ways we can add in the background. One is the new AI color adjustments. And when I was demonstrating the reflection, I noticed it blended in the background super well. So I'm going to show you both ways. Okay, so first, I guess I'm just going to crop it quickly. All right, so I am going to go into the background adjustments, and I'm going to go ahead and add this background. Now, something that I thought was pretty cool is when I went to add in the floor reflection, it casted like a really nice shadow. And even though it's not like a strong floor reflection, I feel like it just blends her into the photo really nicely. And you can kind of play with that. Would obviously be like a super strong reflection, and you can kind of just play with it. So if you put the gradient down really low, it just helps blend in everything really nicely. And then as far as shadows, I always use a soft shadow. I feel that that looks pretty natural. And then we can, of course, you can deepen it with your gradient. So like I said, and then I usually keep the blur range up kind of high, and the shadow blur you can adjust. Okay, so here is one way that you can add in a new background. I really love the new reflection feature. I did notice one thing that, so say I want to keep the studio background, you need to use a background in order to be able to, and correct me somebody if I'm wrong. I'm just going to use maybe this one for an example. In order to be able to use the floor reflection. So you can make this very intense or just really subtle. I think that it's really, really a nice feature to have, and I really appreciate Evoto for doing this because it's it's just really a nice thing to have, and I'm really happy that they're upgrading their features so frequently. Something that we could also do is we can bring down the opacity of the background so that it looks a little bit more natural. So this is one option for this image, and I think this is really pretty. All right, so I am just going to reset this because I wanted to show you the AI Fusion background, which personally I would probably recommend that way because you're able to resize your subject now, and I think that's super cool. And we can generate our subject to blend better. So Evoto has a variety of different cool backgrounds that you can choose from, or you can load your own. So I loaded my own. This one is called White Cherry Path. And this is what's so awesome. I can move her wherever I want, number one, and resize. So this is new to Evoto, being able to move your subject, not just the background horizontally and vertically, but now we have this feature, which makes editing composites a breeze. So I'm just so happy to have this. I'm going to select subject and related objects for my blend, and then I'm going to generate. It takes a moment, but once it generates, we can also make adjustments to the image that it generated. And I'm just so thankful to have this feature as a photographer that does a lot of composites for clients. It's going to save me so much time, and I'm all about saving time because time is money, and it used to take me literally 45 minutes to an hour to hand edit a composite, and it's just really nice to do it all in one program. I will say that the generating the result is taking a little bit longer. It could be my internet. All right, so I love how it created the shadow and blended her in. That's just pretty amazing. And then right here, I feel that the shadow is a little bit harsh though, but no worries. We can click on the character lighting and then just lower it to your liking. And it really is that easy. Like, I'm pretty impressed and excited. And I am not going to hit save because I've already done this and I don't know, and I need to check with Evoto if each time I save it, if it's costing me a credit. So I already did this, so I will load my result. But yes, this is really great. I love it. And then right here, this is just going to show you before and after. So I love how it's blended things and made that shadow. I'm pretty happy with this, not gonna lie. Very exciting. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you do have questions, please feel free to ask me. I would love to help. Thank you guys so much.